Hey guys, I'm reviewing the new One Piece chapter today, and let me tell you, it is safe to say Zoro versus Pica is finally over. So this chapter started out with, Pica going over where the king and Usopp are, and he's making fun of the king, how you if you don't kill people, you can't be a good king, you can't defend yourself. And Zoro went over to the king with the king's punch. I can't remember where he's from, and the king was like, "Oh, I should probably use it now since he's going over to the king. I could blow him up." And then Zoro stopped him from doing that because that would have been a wrong move. He probably wouldn't have. He wouldn't have been able to beat Pika because Pika's body's inside the stone. He can move it around, and that's how Zoro wasn't able to beat him in the last like 100 chapters. And I think his power is really cool. I think it might be one of the strongest. But so there's this admiral guy. He could throw people like cannons, and Zoro was thrown up into the air, and he was saying this like I can cut anything on Earth, and some about heaven bound, and I was like, oh, he's about to go in. Next thing you know, half of Pika's body is just off his like his upper body's off his lower half, and I was like, finally Zoro cut him, and then when he moved a little more, Zoro cut his arm like half his side off, and he cut him up so much, and then he forced Pika to go out of his normal body, and Pika had hockey. He did a full body hockey like what Luffy has, and I didn't know that. I didn't know some of the executives could actually use hockey because Doflamingo can and Pika can. I don't know if we saw Diamante do it. We didn't see Diamante do it or Dellinger and Big none of the executives used it. But and I'm like, oh, Zoro, it's about to be a pretty cool fight, but and then I'm like, Zoro doesn't have cool fights. Zoro has you're losing today. And it was like that. He's like, that's if your hockey's stronger than mine. So Zoro has hockey too. I don't know if this was announced at all. I didn't know that. I think it's pretty cool. And I didn't really see it. It might have been in his swords or something. And he cut him up pretty bad. I mean, Pika's dead. Pretty sure he's dead or really like unconscious, which is good because he won't get back up and they won't fight again. And when that happened, the rubble was still going down from his giant body, and that's when the King's Punch was used. And what I thought was very convenient, and the king was mad because he's like he wanted to get into the fight and stuff, but that was more like useful than him blowing his body up and Pika making another one. But see, Oda really does this where like wow that like he's a really good writer because there's like he makes situations where it makes sense. Like it would have made sense if he punched Pika and saved them for a little bit, but it makes more sense this way. And I really like how this chapter was done. And one more executive down, so we're getting closer and closer to the T-Law and Doflamingo fight, and we're getting really close to Luffy knocking out that one dude Bellamy. Bellamy is a bum. Like I'd rather have him join the Straw Hats than Rebecca, but you know how it is. He's gonna knock him out, probably maybe kill him because he's very close to death as it is. Luffy will probably give him that one punch like Skypiea. But there's one more executive down, and now there's three people left: the Snot Dude, Doflamingo, and Bellamy. What I really want to see is T Law versus Doflamingo. They were like a grudge match, and I cannot wait to see that. I cannot wait for next week's chapter so we can get rid of the Snot guy. He has nothing to do with anything. And thanks for watching my review. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Have an awesome day.